We're about to go 0-16 if he doesn't get his shit together, man. I'm not even playing like that. That defense is so vanilla. Like that could play a hell of a lot better. Man, but I'm telling you, that boy, he needs to get rid of his old coach, man. That old bastard doesn't have jack. I lost that drafting contest. I scored 61. I scored 60. Chicago won the game. Seattle looks bad without Baldwin.
Or look at her mom is cooking for Thanksgiving, so she wants to come back. So I'm probably going to be watching those moms and after the moms going around.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yo, yeah, I answered you. I said, yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns.
Hi, who's going upstairs?
Yeah, beautiful.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Yeah. Oh, you're the upstairs. Never mind.
On first down, Carr. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. To throw his Carr. Over the middle to Smith. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Drop that
now,
easy
meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Dead in their hands.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down. A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Mayfield now on second down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Detroit!
Hey, London, what do you like about the new
second down, Mayfield. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
You told the other day, you're like, I like the new Daddy's League.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
Oh, my God. Just broke up the long run and
he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. And people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
We can't hear you. I don't know if you're like...
I don't know. Anything you just said, Logan, I didn't hear one word.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Sliders.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short game.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
I was just going to comment on, you know where I stand on.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
They felt a little bit more.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Right now, I just fucking hate tackling the back or something. Like, this is so fucking ridiculous. Especially
A give. This is Chubb.
Yo,
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well extend a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Oh, yeah, tackling was horrible against the Jets game. I had freaking Luke Kuechly and Myles Garrett, like, couldn't get a tackle to save their life.
Mayfield off the play fake.
Throw the
And
ball.
down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Hold on, so we changed it in week 2. So now what is it?
Third and long for Mayfield.
So if it's no issue this week,
Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Very fluid. Tackles are actually tackles.
What are you going to tackle, though?
Working from the gun, it's
Tackles
Carr.
are high.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
We'll make all year.
Now the first carry from Marshawn Lynch. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're holding, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Week 5 we'll move it to 45, but it ain't moving anymore. You already got me to move it to 5, so I moved it 10 just like you wanted.
No, you guys moved it 3.
No, I moved it 5.
No, you went from whatever to 41. Didn't you guys? I don't remember.
Carr to throw on second
we
down.
went to 41. It was out like
Oh my gosh, the second drop.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's third down.
But if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Because it started at 35.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss.
I basically don't want anything at you.
They go play action here on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A second down throw for Mayfield. That's Samuel, caught left side. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And that'll be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, Mayfield. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
The only thing that I can say is that you're worried about that part, and I understand it, but at the same point, that the new Madden system.
This is Carlos Hyde, the former 49er, his first carry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. A run for Nick Chubb, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
As well. Yeah, you would see the ball bounce off the quarter's hand.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
It's not like I wanted to do that per se. It's just like, if I don't, I know people will throw 10 minutes.
This is fielded at the goal line.
No, and it actually, it's working.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down.
That's how when you said 3, I was like, wait, I thought it was 5. I was waiting to use that 5.
Now Carr throwing on second down, eluding the pressure right.
And you drop another pick.
Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it'll
well,
bring
if you do 5, just tell guys to spread it out between 2 plays.
He doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes.
Exactly.
Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here now, Johnny Townsend on for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
You can only have one on thing, or are you saying you can have...
No. You can't use it on one thing.
Cleveland geared up to take the field.
I was waiting for my 5 points.
Go around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh my God, I hit the wrong button talking to you guys. I had a touchdown.
Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Yeah, that's another reason just trying to be transparent with this others thing, just so I can start. So what I'm saying is if we make it so you can spend 5, but it's 1, and then we still say, and we can use that.
On second down, Lynch. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Okay. Let's do that. For next year, do you guys want to make any changes to it?
On second down, here's Carr, and it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Or you could do...
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Mayfield looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. That one goes for 24 yards. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
From the gun, Mayfield. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
I agree with that.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Hey, did you see that? I think it's FanDuel that they're doing a $10,000 free entry giveaway.
And that is no good.
I just missed the 3-yard
where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result.
And the Browns pressure gets
it's already down. And field goal power. Field goal power and accuracy. I just missed a 3-yard field goal. That's
for a loss of about 9.
All I know is I just missed a 3-yard field goal.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19.
A 3-yard field
goal. Gets a
goal.
bit tougher from here.
From
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That will be good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Nah, don't lower anymore. Guys like me that can't kick field goals for shit need help.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Practice.
Operating from the gun.
Oh my God, he had a touchdown.
Deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
I think it was bad luck that I signed this kicker, because ever since I signed this kicker, my team's been playing horrible. And we've been missing field goals and extra points.
Right.
And the reason why is I'm trying to lower punting power and make actually strategically.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And a right side completion here by LaFell.
I'm done. This dude just legitimately juked
He
6
takes
people.
this one down shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Raiders on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't let any other animals. He plays with our cats where he wants.
Throwing now is Carr.
They're like, you're too big.
They dump it off to Lynch. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
He's a Malamute. His mom and dad were Malamutes. His dad actually had a little bit of
a terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Yep. Yeah, but Malamutes aren't supposed to have that stuff. His mom was 116, so was his dad. Yeah, so he's like...
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch.
2,500.
Completes it right side to Cooper. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
You two take care.
To throw on second down. Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
He's asking, is he always this friendly?
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Looking to throw on second down. Carr. Flush to his right. It fights him, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
I was like, well, this game is...
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And that's exactly what happened.
2nd down, Mayfield. The left side caught by Diggs. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Throwing, Mayfield.
What? Oh my God, wide open and the ball hits my guy in the back.
And it's 2nd down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if they caught it and hit him in the back.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
I'm just glad we were able to compete last week. Like, the first game of the year, we didn't even know it was like,
Mayfield on play action.
Oh my God, wide open touchdown.
Deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff. Because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
So out come the Raiders. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Yeah, right. They always play the Patriots tough. That's the reason I had them on my defense. I mean, yeah, I wanted the Patriots to blow them out, but I knew that wasn't going to happen.
Mayfield now on second down.
Throw the ball, Mayfield.
Got him.
Oh,
they need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
He has the best passing stats of anyone in the league.
He's not going to pass the ball on me.
He's 3 interceptions all year.
I mean, I've dropped 2
From the shotgun,
interceptions this
it's
game.
Mayfield. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Oh my God. I just got stuck on my guy, on my offensive
just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I juked my offensive, my running back with Chubbs. And they like both my left tackle and my left guard power blocked the shit out of his linebacker at the end. So I had like 450-yard touchdown right in front of me. And I gained 10 yards and I juked to the left and I got stuck in them for like a good 5 minutes and he came back and chased me down and tackled me.
Carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw, Mayfield.
Oh,
Nowhere to
Mayfield.
escape, and he goes down.
This is why I wanted to trade for my boy. He is killing me. He's killing me. My Michigan man hurts.
Into 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Yo,
plays like
Hurst
this where the
got
ball
like
comes free,
5
it's
sacks.
often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
That wasn't even
because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Carr gives to Marshawn. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw with Carr. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Following the penalty, Lynch. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
It's basically a big decision, injury or the return.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
What do you mean? So if you don't play him this week, he's not going to come back at all?
On the handoff, Lynch. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland.
He had a 6-week or 7-week, 8-week injury, so he was out. He's not going to come back for Congress.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And the Browns getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be tackled just past the
several teams
35
still
at the 36.
There's a few teams still undefeated in the AFC.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out,
so
but a running game can really benefit
there's 4
your team
teams
right now.
undefeated in the AFC. I was saying that there's 4 teams undefeated in the AFC.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and
AFC
stop them.
looks like it's going to be a tight race all the way to the conference.
Well, we got to figure out is the guy cheating. He was my first game. I was all guy plays. Honest though.
Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
I don't know what he was doing, but that game was so laggy when I played him. It wasn't even funny. I should have probably just played him in the morning, but I didn't want to have to deal with my kids waking up early, me waking up earlier than I needed to.
Did King even give us a reason, Kitty Lou?
You said what?
He was a Buccaneers coach. Did he even say why he left? He just left, huh?
All right, here we go.
Now Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Oh yeah, that is true. We never had a Bucs owner this man.
They run. Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns continue to roll. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they're looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Tree and car parks on the main road. And now it's thundering like crazy outside.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
No, we didn't feel nothing. Like we didn't feel the hurricane at all.
You said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, Well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Carr flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
He was about to launch it. I don't know who the hell he was throwing to, but
they're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Touchdown.
694. Yeah, 98's down. 58, 98.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And he's gonna go down again. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now the football's gonna go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
All right, so I'm up 39-6, and he just went for it on 4th down on his side of the ball, and they got a sack. So can I just run up the middle and then kick a field goal? I'm at the 15-yard line already. I just got a sack on his side. Because he went for it. Huh? I didn't hear. What did you just say?
First down, a run with Hyde.
What did you say?
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Yeah, but I'm saying after
that,
what are you doing?
One of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with the band.
If I knew the ball on 4, he's just going to get the ball against it, and he's going to be close to the end zone. And I could just sack him for a strip sack or safety or whatever. I'm playing the Raiders. I'm just taking all my anger from the bullshit Jets game out on him. Yeah, I'm chewing clock. It's like 6 minutes, and I've been chewing clock.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
I can't kick it. I mean, it's going to affect my red zone efficiency because I'm at the 12-yard line, but whatever. I'm gonna punt it. I'm gonna punt. You're right. I already lost the game. What do you mean?
And now what the heck is
I'm
this?
punting because I don't want to score.
From the red
he's
zone?
calling timeout.
Now
though.
whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
And he just messes me like, why are you punting?
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone?
Okay.
Tell me you're not trying to get punished.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that
offense
feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit more. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
What the? Hold on. No, he's putting me the ball on 1st down. I think he doesn't like that I kneeled it out. So he's putting me the ball back. It says your opponent's experiencing
what is
network
going on
issues.
here? Are they serious?
He's about to
First
lag
down,
out.
and they're in punt formation. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And that'll be incomplete, but remember, crazy situation here you don't see often. Not fourth down yet, so they will keep possession. Well, folks, I guess just when you think you've seen it all, you see a fake punt in that situation. A little unorthodox, but the incompletion, and now it's second down.
Well, that's dope. That's dope. He went for a fake punt. And even though he missed it, he went for a fake punt pass, and even though he missed the fake punt pass, he still got the ball back.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
That's dope.
Because it was, oh, yeah.
Because it was incomplete. Yeah, it was a fake pass, yeah.
Throwing again.
I want him to go to Cooper. I'm trying to force him to go to Cooper.
And his pass incomplete. The All-Pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing his car on third down.
Oh, he had it right there.
Flexing his muscle at the 30. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned...
And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake.
I'm picking this one off. Last time I freaking let you have it. Okay,
and it's incomplete. That's one of the strangest play calls you'll ever see. But they'll get it back at second down.
If you have a mobile quarterback back there,
they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Left field open.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Risky. And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at third and a few inches. A toss play. This is Lynch. And an alley to run.
I just dived at everybody, Logan. And he could have had a touchdown, but he got stuck
before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had two opportunities to stop them. So this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
It's like my hand hit a circle dot, like in 0.2 seconds. He had a touchdown on Lynch, but he got stuck on his guys like I did, and now he just threw a pick.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10.
All right, Chubb, we're going to do one run and kneel this shit out.
They begin this drive with Chubb.
Oh, wow. He's trucking.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Figured as much. Time
for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to turn the rip and get this game over. I can turn this shit off. And I promised another guy. I'm going to play him tonight. I don't know the way this Thunder is going.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Yo, that thunder is scary.
The Browns on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now here come the Raiders. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Cleveland, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
My team carries me. I'm like, God damn it.
You said what, Logan? I mean, I feel like we're going to be the fourth season, but I feel like we're going to be the fourth season in the West.